Hello everybody, I'm going to start putting together one of my GLAdOs models here. Here we go. So I'm going to start, I've laid out all the pieces. I have the butt section, the chest section, the piece between the butt and the chest, the head, the base, and the various connectors that go between them. So I'm going to start over here just because it's the biggest. So we have these guys. They're pretty simple to line up. I'm just going to get that in there and give it a tap with the hammer and bring that over to my press here. Just makes life so much easier to have one of these. So there's that part. And then this part is connected to these two here. Grab that. Just get that in there a little bit farther. Alright, so this one should be, it's aesthetic, so it doesn't have to be, but I want it poking out a little bit on each side. So, need to, yeah, like that. Alright. And then we got our two middle pieces here. We got the short prong and the long prong. The long prong goes on the top part here. So we line that up. Back over to the press. And these ones should be like equally sticking out on each side. And then for this last one, I don't recommend using the press because it's stronger than the plastic here. So now we have all four in. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on the top of each of these nubs. And we're going to grab the base plate. We're going to flip it over and do the same on the other side. And we could let this dry, but I'm impatient. So we'll use an accelerant. Maybe in a less cosmetic place, just make sure they're secure. All right, so there's that part done. And this should rotate freely. Do that again in frame. We don't want to put this last piece in yet because it goes through another piece we haven't assembled yet. So we're going to put this one down. We have this plate, and so all of the pins can pretty easily go through this. We don't need the press. So this side is the tighter of the two sides. So we want to line this up so that this side is on the same as this. But this guy gets glue. So that's part one of this section done. And then we got this part. So it goes in the middle like that. And then these parts that go around it like that. You know you got it right. If all these holes line up and these holes line up. now that we got both of those things done, now we can take our large pin here and put it in between these two thingies. And again, this one sticks out a little bit on each side. This is our main body complete. Now we're going to move on to the head. The head has a couple of different glue portions. Just put a couple dots of glue in there. It doesn't really need to be a lot. This is a cosmetic. Take this guy, start here, this pin here, press it on through so it's coming out equal on both sides. This side is the outside, this side is the inside. So we put both of these like so. Of course, I've been betrayed. Come over here and use the Overkill 9000 to get this in because I'm tired of that. This part here should be flush with the outside of the black pin. Pop those. I'm going to drop a line of glue in here. You don't need to use as much glue as I'm using. I just don't know where this is going to end up, so I want it to not fall apart. Come on, let's go in. Now that we got that in there, we want to make sure that the side the eye is on, that's sticking out here, and this side doesn't stick out. Both sides. Make sure they're together and look right on both sides. And put the accelerant in there. So the accelerant might discolor your pieces. So I am very impatient, so I use it. You probably shouldn't. I also didn't print the little red eye, but it goes in there. So that's our head done. And now for the last big piece, we got our base. I'm going to skip the plunge bearings and the screws for this because I ran out of them in my last assembly, but this one's pretty easy. So we take the two triangles, push them through that like so. It's a very tight fit. You don't need to glue it. You also can't put them in too far. Just make sure they're flush on the back. Thing here. So if I had the ball push thingies, they'd go in here and they just make it so when it spins in here it's nicer, but this will be enough. I'll put a little dot of lube in there now just to make up for the fact that I don't have the hardware. You see it still spins. Alright, and then I'm also going to skip the screws because I don't have them. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue where the screws would have gone. Alright, so there's our base assembled. Oh, and now back to the head because I missed one part. These little greebles. Now for a final fit up, this is our neck, this is our hips. So we'll start with the hips, and they go from here to here, You got the long side and the short side. So this long side goes up to the ceiling. So it's this. And you just push it until it clicks. And then you take this, and you go over here, and you push until it clicks. And that's hanging there. You take this guy, bigger side, that goes on GLADOS' head here. Get it in the middle, and then come over here, and just push until it clicks. And there you go. So you take this, and you can screw it like onto the ceiling, or onto a shelf. It's just GLADOS hanging out with you. And you can, you know, fully pose her. Have lots of range of movement. She can be spun. You can pop her head off. Yeah. So there you go. I'm gonna put that back on. So yeah, there you go. That's a little GLADOS shelf buddy. And the assembly is a lot easier than it looks because I never film myself. And I don't talk when I'm doing stuff. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy making this yourself.